Have you ever wanted to install Windows 10 completely from scratch, but, felt a little intimidated by the whole process? Well, don't be. Today, I'm going to walk you through just how easy it is. We're going to start by creating a bootable USB drive and getting that installation started.
So you might be asking, why would I even need to do this? Well, maybe you just built a shiny new PC, or you're trying to give an old laptop a new lease on life. Or maybe you just want that factory fresh feeling without all the junk that comes pre-installed. A clean install is definitely the way to go. And our very first stop is the official source, Microsoft's website.
All right, before we dive in, let's get our ducks in a row. The good news is you really don't need a lot of stuff for this. Let's just quickly run through the 3 simple things you'll need to have ready.
All you're going to need for this first part is this: a USB flash drive, make sure it's at least 8 gigabytes, a decent internet connection for the download, and of course, the computer you're currently using to create the drive. That's it. Okay, first things first. Just open up your favorite web browser and type Download Windows 10 ISO into the search bar. This is going to point you right where you need to go.
Now, this part is super important. You're going to see a bunch of results, but you absolutely have to click the one that goes to Microsoft.com. Why? Because you want to make sure you're getting the real deal. No viruses, no sketchy software, just a clean, official download straight from the source.
Once you land on the Microsoft page, just scroll down a little bit. You'll see a section that says Create Windows 10 Installation Media. The button you're looking for is right there. Download Tool Now. Go ahead and give that a click.
Okay, hold on. Before you run this tool, grab that USB drive you've got. And I can't say this loudly enough. If you have anything important on it, back it up right now. This process is going to completely wipe the drive. Consider this your final warning.
All right, so we've got the tool downloaded. Now for the fun part. Let's see how this little piece of software magically turns our plain old USB drive into a key that can unlock a brand new Windows installation. So when you open the tool, it's going to guide you through a few screens. First, you'll just accept the license terms. Then, and this is a key step, make sure you select Create Installation Media for another PC. After that, you'll pick your language and edition. For architecture, just stick with 64-bit. It's the modern standard, and it lets your computer use all its memory properly. Finally, tell the tool you want to use a USB flash drive, and then just pick your specific drive from the list it shows you.
And that's pretty much it. Once you click Next, the media creation tool just takes over. It'll start downloading all the necessary Windows 10 files, and at the same time, it'll get your USB drive all set up to be bootable. Now, this is the part where you just get to chill out for a bit. Seriously, go grab a coffee. Depending on how fast your internet is, this whole process is probably going to take somewhere between 15 and 20 minutes. Just let it do its thing.
Once that progress bar finally hits 100% and you see a Finish button, well, congratulations! You have officially created your Windows 10 installation drive. The whole prep phase is done.
Okay, we've got our drive ready to go. Now it's time to actually use it. This next part involves telling your computer to start up from our new USB drive instead of its normal hard drive. And honestly, this can sometimes be the first little hurdle.
So make sure the computer you're installing on is completely turned off. Plug that new USB drive into one of its USB ports. Now, take a deep breath and press the power button to turn it on. You have to be quick here, because the second you hit that power button, you need to start tapping one specific key on your keyboard over and over. This is what brings up something called the boot menu, and that's what lets us choose where to start the computer from. So, what's the magic key? Well, this is the tricky part. It's different for almost every brand of computer. It's usually F12, F2, F8, or maybe the escape key. Here's a pro tip. If you don't know, just do a quick search for your computer's model name followed by boot menu key. You'll find the answer in seconds. Once you press the right key, you'll see a pretty simple menu pop up. Just use the arrow keys on your keyboard to move down and highlight your USB drive. It might say something like USB flash drive or a removable device, and then just hit enter.
And success! If you see the Windows logo appear on your screen, you've done it. You successfully booted from the USB drive. Now we're in the actual Windows setup. Let's just knock out these last few initial steps. The first screen or two are really just about confirming things like your language and keyboard layout. Just click Next on those, and you'll get to this screen. There's really only one thing to do here. Click that big Install Now button right in the middle.
Next up, it's going to ask for a product key to activate Windows. Don't worry if you don't have it on you. Just go ahead and click I don't have a product key. You can always type it in later on once Windows is fully installed. Okay, this next screen is one of the most important choices you'll make. You've got 2 options.
Since our whole goal is a completely fresh start, you have to choose the second one, Custom, Install Windows Only. This is the secret to getting a true, clean install and that brand new PC feeling. And would you look at that? We've officially gone from a totally empty USB drive to actually launching the Windows setup. You've made it through all the trickiest parts of getting this whole thing started.
So what's next? Well, the very next screen is where we're going to tell Windows where to live by setting up the hard drive partitions. Now for the exciting part. We're going to take it from here, all the way from partitioning that hard drive to landing on a fresh, ready-to-use Windows 10 desktop.
All right, let's dive right in. This is where we get our hands dirty. But trust me, it's not as scary as it sounds. I'll be right here with you, walking you through every single click. Okay, so we're picking up exactly where we left off. You should be looking at a screen that's asking, hey, where do you want to install Windows? This is where we prep your computer's hard drive for its brand new OS. Okay, now we've hit what is, without a doubt, the most important step of this whole thing, disk partitioning. Think of your hard drive like an empty house. We need to build some walls and create rooms. We'll make one room just for Windows and another separate room for all your personal stuff. Why? Because if you ever have to reinstall Windows, all your personal files will be safe and sound in their own room, completely untouched.
So if your drive isn't brand new, you're probably going to see a list of old partitions here. For a truly clean installation, we want to get rid of all of them. It's simple. Just click on each one by one, and hit delete. Keep doing that until all you see is one single line that says unallocated space. That's our blank canvas.
Okay, seriously, this is important. When you hit delete, Windows is going to pop up with this big warning. This is the point of no return. I mean it. Once you click OK here, everything on that partition is gone. Poof. Forever. So please, please make sure you've backed up everything you care about before you click. All right, we've got our clean slate, that unallocated space. Now it's time to start building our new rooms. First up, the most important one, the C drive where Windows is going to live. So go ahead and select that unallocated space and then click on New. You'll see a little box pop up asking for a size. In that box, you're going to type in 120,000. That's 120,000. Now, you might be wondering, what does that number even mean? Well, let's talk about that. So here's the trick. Windows thinks in megabytes, not gigabytes. That 120,000 you just typed in, that actually equals 120 gigabytes. And trust me, that's a really good size for your C drive. It gives Windows plenty of room to breathe and leaves you space for all your essential programs. The moment you hit apply, you'll see a couple of things pop up. First, Windows makes this tiny little system reserved partition. Don't touch it, just leave it be. You'll also see your shiny new C drive. But what about that other room for our files? Easy. Just select the leftover unallocated space, click New again, but this time don't type in a number. Just hit Apply right away. And boom, that creates your D drive, the safe space for all your personal data. Perfect. Our house is built, the rooms are ready, the hard part is over. All you have to do now is tell Windows where to move in. So select that main C drive, the one that says Primary, and hit that Next button. Let's get this thing installed.
Okay, now we're in the sit back and relax phase. Seriously, the computer is going to take the wheel for a bit, so it's time to just let it do its magic.
And your one and only job right now is pretty much nothing. Just chill. Your PC is going to restart maybe 2 or 3 times. That is totally normal, so don't panic. The only 2 things you absolutely cannot do are unplug your pen drive or turn off the laptop. Just let it run its course.
Once all the restarts are done, you'll see the Windows setup screen pop up. We are so close. This is the home stretch, where we get to customize everything and really make this computer feel like yours.
First things first, let's get the basics sorted. Pick your region. We're going with India here. For the keyboard, US is usually the way to go for most people. And hey, if you need to type in Hindi or any other language, you can hit Add Layout and set that up right now. Or, no worries, you can easily do it later. Okay, next up is getting online. Go ahead and connect to your Wi-Fi. After that, it'll ask you to sign in with your Microsoft account. If you don't have one, no big deal. You can just create one right there. And to finish this part off, you'll set up a quick PIN, just 4 to 6 digits, to make logging in super fast.
All right, you're going to get a whole bunch of questions about privacy settings. Honestly, for the best performance, I'd recommend just saying no to most of these. Location, Find My Device, Tailored Experiences, just turn them off. For diagnostic data, choose the basic option. This keeps your PC running lean and mean. It's also going to ask if you want to set up Cortana, the voice assistant. For now, let's just skip it to keep things moving. Just click Not Now. You can always turn it on later if you change your mind.
And there it is. We're at the finish line. Windows is putting the final touches on your desktop. We're almost done, but there is one last super important thing we need to do. You'll see a big hi on the screen. This is just Windows getting your room ready for you for the very first time, setting up your profile, all that good stuff. It can take a few minutes, so just be patient for a little bit longer.
Okay, you've landed on the desktop. One little thing you'll notice is that the This PC icon isn't there anymore. It's a classic. But getting it back is a piece of cake. Just right-click on your desktop, go to Personalize, then Themes, look for Desktop Icon Settings, and just put a check mark next to Computer. Done!
All right, listen up because this is the single most important thing you'll do on your new system. Before you do anything else, I'm serious, don't even install Chrome. The very first thing you need to do is run Windows Update. This isn't a suggestion, it's absolutely essential.
So why is this such a big deal? Well, Windows Update is like a magic button that does three crucial things at once. 1, it automatically installs all the right drivers for your specific hardware. 2, it officially activates your copy of Windows. And 3, most importantly, it gets you all the latest security updates to protect you.
And once those updates are done downloading and installing, that's it. You did it. You now have a completely fresh, secure, and activated installation of Windows 10. Your computer is officially ready for action. I really hope this walkthrough was helpful and made the whole process a lot less intimidating. Your computer is now a blank slate, ready for you to fill it up. So I'm curious, what's the first thing you're going to install? Thanks so much for following along.